Hey, what's going on everyone? It's Green Zero here with another Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath video commentary, and that's right, it's Kane's Wrath World Championship time 2014. We've got the Grand Final Series coming up for you, the top 8 Final Series. Oh, it's going to be so tense. It is going to be so tense. I can't wait to see how this goes down. We'll get to that in a moment. Okay, of course, don't skip this video because we've got important information that you guys are going to need to know in order to watch the tournament, see how it goes, and find out what's going on. So anyway, we're going to go through this one. It's going to be on the weekend, of course. It's going to be Sunday, the 13th of April. Okay, that's 1800 GMT. If you don't know how to convert time, just go to Kane's Wrath Online. Okay, and you'll see we have a countdown time, which is counting down to 1800 GMT on Sunday. Okay, that's when the finals are going to start. We've got all the finals lined up for you. We're going to go through that momentarily. We're going to have our casters there. To our casters, we have priorities for them. Okay, so games are going to be reserved for our 2 senior casters. That's going to be Cyber and Spartacus. Okay, people are welcome to cast their FPV footage, but as for other casters, we're only going to allow 1 caster per game, just to prevent any kind of lag issues or anything like that. I mean, it's not too serious, but it's just safer to have just 1 caster in game. Essentially, everyone can just watch the stream. There's no reason for other people to be in the game. Okay, we're going to have everyone there. Anyway, make sure you're there 15 minutes if you're in the tournament, 15 minutes before 1800 GMT in Tournaments 1. That's where you need to be. Okay, we're going to be disqualifying people if they don't rock up, and really top 8. I mean, you're not going to get replaced. Okay, if you're not there, you're just DQ'd straight out. Okay, and of course the cash prizes are here. First prize is $700, second prize is $150, and third prize is going to be $50 there. So anyway, some big prizes up for grabs. Again, they're likely to change as well depending on the donations, but that's what we're going to roll with because it's official at the moment. The map pool, as far as the map pool goes, every map is in the pool with the exception of Pipeline Problems Volcano Struggle. Volcano Struggle does have some unknown glitches on it that we're not quite sure if they have been sussed out just yet, and Pipeline Problems, we just decided to remove that map completely because of the starting positions and the tib and how games end up on that level. But anyway, every other 1.02 plus 1v1 map is available to be played, and we have set first map, so you can't pick the first map. It's already predetermined. You have to play on your first map. Okay, but from there it's the loser's choice, and you can't play the same map twice. There's also a rule where if you play a smashed version, you can't play the original, and vice versa. So if you play Dust Bowl, you can't play Smash Dust Bowl, and if you play Smash Dust Bowl, you can't play regular Dust Bowl versus 1 opponent in 1 final series. So because the maps are basically the same almost, we decided just to you can only play 1 of those per final series. That applies to Small Town and Smash Town and Taolis and Tournament Tower as well. It's only those 3. Rift is fine, Twisted Rift is completely different, so we're going to allow that. But anyway, make sure you check out the portal article. That'll have who you're supposed to be playing and what map you're supposed to be playing on. Again, regarding the tournament results, make sure you upload your results. We're going to get a full replay pack. We're going to get the casters to save all the games, but we encourage players to save all their games as well. We will have a replay pack for this one. Again, last week it didn't turn out either. Again, it's just so difficult to get people to save their games, and it just didn't happen. All the streams are essentially saved, so you can watch all the round 2 action back on Cyber and Spartacus' channel, plus all the other casters. There's links on Kane's Wrath Online, all the casters on the right hand side. Some people were saying they couldn't get links to all the casters, but if you actually click on the right hand side, there'll be a show all channels button, and that'll show all of them, because I can only put 5 I think on the first page, or 4 or something like that, and the rest end up getting on the other page. But if you're online, the others are offline, it can shuffle you to the front. Again, post your results. Remember, we had the single faction strike rule up for grabs now, so if you lose a game, you can call on that again. You've been able to call on it for the entirety of the tournament, so you can strike out 1 of the 10 options. Again, that includes random, so you can strike that out for 1 game versus 1 opponent. Okay, you also have access to the strike primary faction rule. Here we go. So exactly the same as the single strike faction rule. You can only use it when you lose a game, and you can only use it once per opponent, but you can strike out the whole faction, including its sub-factions. So striking GDI will prevent the other player from playing GDI, Steel Talents, and Zocon for an entire game. Okay, remember guys, these rules, you can only lose them if you've just lost the previous game. You can only use them once per opponent, and they only last for 1 game. So again, you have both of those at your disposal, so you can use one after the other if you like. These are going to be minimum best of 5 series. We'll get to the series later on, you'll see how long some of them go. But anyway, no exploit, no disconnections, no desyncs. Of course, any exploits that are used that are banned you can be disqualified for those. Disputed replays, tournament officials and referees will just view them on the spot and make a call. Disconnection, same thing, probably have to replay the game, but we'll definitely check out how those replays go, so make sure you save them. Final word, good luck to everybody in the tournament. Again, we have the top 8 players. Good luck to all the audience as well, I guess. Not sure why I said that, but anyway, there's going to be a lot of people viewing these streams here. We're going to get a massive amount of people. Of course, there will be VODs from the top 8. We're planning to VOD every game from the top 8 as well. Okay, of course, they're all going to be live streamed, and hopefully I'll be able to get on the live streams at some point, maybe with Cybert or Spartacus, depending how it goes, because of course I'm still in the top 8, so we'll have to see how that goes. But anyway, you guys want to see the bracket, and here it's coming up right now. So remember, 15 minutes before the tournament starts, stay tuned to the streams, everything you need to know, Kane's Wrath Online. Here come the brackets right now. Okay, here we are guys with the brackets, and that's right, no surprises here. I just decided to show the whole thing because it's not really something I can do bit by bit because it's not a group stage, it's an elimination bracket, so you really kind of need to see how it works. So we have to zoom out to get the big picture. You can see all the players on the left hand side. We're going to explain how this one goes. Alright, so stay tuned for this one. We got the qualifying finals and the elimination finals first, as represented on the left hand side of the screen here. So the first round, you have to play Twisted Rift. It's a best of 5, okay? Twisted Rift is obviously the first map. It's loser's choice from there. So all these players can be playing on that map first. Best of 5s in this beginning or opening stage here. So let's go to the first qualifying final. State of the Union and myself, Green Zero, we will be fighting it out for a position straight to the preliminary final. So whoever wins jumps straight to top 4 and gets a shot at a cash prize. So we'll definitely be going at it there. Best of 5, we'll have to see how that goes. Hoping to do well in that engagement there. But again, even if you lose, you're not out of the tournament. The loser will go into the semi-finals, which is the very next bracket, as you can see there. So that's going to be a pretty intense game. Let's drop down now to Leaf and Illusion. It's Super Leaf and Illusion here. Oh, I can't wait for this one here. Now, this is an elimination final. Again, so whoever loses is out of the tournament. Bam, probably going to finish 7th or 8th if they lose this game. So high stakes from here for Illusion and Leaf. Oh man, I want Leaf to get knocked out for sure. I'm definitely going to be going for Illusion, but that's just me. I know Leaf has well, at least 4 or 5 fans maybe, but he's probably got his fan base somewhere out there, and some people will be going for him. So we'll have to see how he goes there. Best of 5, Twisted Rift is the first map. And if we drop down to the second elimination final, it's Unleashed, UA and Technique, and everyone's been looking at that going, oh no, not Unleashed and Technique. Because we really didn't want to see these two guys get knocked out so early in the finals here, but one of these players will be going home after that final series because the loser is out. Loser will finish 7th or 8th depending on the points, but basically, yeah, a lot of people are going to be going for Unleashed, but at the same time they don't want to see Tech get bowed out because, again, a lot of people are relying on Technique to beat Bike Rush at some point in time. But anyway, that's going to be high stakes. Whoever wins gets a spot into the semi-final there. Whoever loses is out. And if we drop down to the last qualifying final, another low-risk game here. So Bike Rush versus Bonus Room. Winner gets gifted top 4. Loser ends up in the semi-finals where they'll be fighting for survival to get to the point where they can fight for a cash prize there. So Bonus Room probably looking to secure himself straight to the preliminaries. Bike Rush is probably going to have something to say about that. Again, I honestly don't know how this is going to go down. I haven't seen these guys play too often. But remember, it is a final series, and there's a lot on the table here. So Bike Rush, we know he's already dropped quite a number of games throughout this tournament. And again, with the comments down below saying that he meant to drop those when we watched the streams, and it's just like, well, he got schooled. But Bike Rush could be in a little bit of trouble here. I know he's got a lot of fans. He's going to be FPVing it, but again, he's probably going to be able to beat Bonus Through, I'd imagine. We'll have to see how that goes. And if you move across now to the semi-finals, you can see there's only 2 semi-finals. So basically only 4 players are going to be in that stage there. It's a best of 5 in the semi-finals. Elimination, loser goes home. Okay, so whoever loses that bracket there will be going home. Now, the maps for the semi-finals, the first one will be Tournament Stadium, and then it will be the loser's choice from there. Best of 5, faction rules, all in effect. And again, semi-final, it's going to be intense. It's going to be intense. So either Leaf or Illusion's getting in the first one, or Technique Unleashed is getting in the second one. But who's going to be joining them? Not sure. State and myself in the first, or Bike Rush or Bonus in the second. We'll have to see how that goes. Winner will then progress to the preliminary finals, but they'll jump to opposite sides of the bracket just to make sure they don't play the same player they played in the quarterfinals if they win through. So as you can see there, in the preliminaries, they'll meet the winners of the qualifying. The preliminary is a best of 7, so we have a best of 7 final series there for the preliminaries. And the first map in the preliminaries is Tournament Undergrounds, and from there it's the loser's choice. So best of 7, people are going to be fighting it out there. That's definitely going to be a popular round to watch before the final stage begins. The grand final, obviously the winners of the preliminaries go straight to the grand. The losers, they still get a shot at a cash prize in the third place playoff. Okay, now the third place playoff and the grand final, they will be best of 9. That is a best of 9 series. Huge series. And with that one there, of course, we've got the first map for both of those being Twilight City. So nice big open blue zone map there for the players. And then, of course, it will be the loser's choice from there. Again, you can't play the same map twice, so we're looking at potentially 9 maps being played in those tournament series. And, of course, you can't double up on the smashed maps either. So it's going to be pretty intense depending how long those tournament series go. Again, third place playoff is just going to be exciting. It's going to be very exciting, but grand final is definitely where it's going to need to be. Now, with the casters, Cyber and Spartacus, like I said, have priority here. They will be casting Master Leaf and Illusion in the opening game there. I mean, Cyber and or Spartacus, they haven't actually decided who's going to be doing who, but the other one, Unleashed and Technique, that will be played at the same time. So those 2 elimination finals will be first to be played, and they will be casted. At the conclusion of those final series, the qualifyings will then commence. So everything's going to be live casted, so the qualifying and the eliminations aren't going to be played at the same time. It's going to be elimination finals first, 1 caster on each, then they'll move to the qualifying and they'll do 1 caster on each, and then from there both the semis will be played at the same time, both the preliminaries and then the grand final. We're looking to have the grand final played after the third place playoff, but it could drive the tournament quite long, so just putting it out there, we do have the opportunity to delay the grand final or the third place playoff, depending how the players feel. Are they fatigued? Did the tournament go for a long time? We don't know how long it's going to go for. Okay, these are long series. But again, because we're going to draw it out a bit by not playing the eliminations and the qualifyings all at the same time, just so we can get casting in there. People have donated to this tournament, so they're going to want to see this live. Okay, so we're not going to disappoint them at all. Players have to let the casters in, by the way. Playing without a caster, that's not going to happen. Okay, so people, if they're going to complain about lag, they just have to suck it up and deal with it. There is no lag. The casters haven't been lagging at all throughout the tournament. They might have had laggy streams, but in game there's no lag. So again, that's your bracket series there. Who's going to win? Who's going to win what? Who's going to end up where? You've got the brackets at your disposal. Start guessing where everyone's going to end up. I can't wait to see the discussion on this one here. Who do you think is going to win the tournament in a whole? Who do you think is going to be top 4? Who do you think is going to win every matchup here? It's going to be intense. It's going to be amazing. So on behalf of all the staff at Kane's Wrath Online, good luck to all the players in the tournament. We can't wait to see the turnout. Well done to the community for behaving very well throughout the tournament series. It's been very professional, very effective, and it's been very well organized, and it's a huge success. Can't say that enough. We will have some conclusion videos and VODs, of course, to come. So this is going to be the last one. This isn't going to be the end for sure, especially if we have to push the grand final a little bit later. But anyway, that's your grand final series. That's how it's going down. Stay tuned to Kane's Wrath Online for all the action. My name's Green Zero, and I'll see you all at the tournament.